Hello friend, let's start the discussion of today's newspaper. First news is PM lauds states for cooperative federalism in fighting COVID-19. So yesterday Government of India including Prime Minister and the other important union ministers along with all the chief ministers and lieutenant governors of the states has sit together for the 7th NITI Aayog Government Council meeting in New Delhi. Okay, so in that meeting all the chief ministers who have joined the meeting has delivered their speeches. Also the prime ministers delivered some important issues, okay, in his speech. Now I will discuss one by one. 7th meeting of Governing Council of NITI Aayog concludes. Okay, so we all know about NITI Aayog. NITI Aayog is a think tank of Government of India. Think tank. Only they will give policy, they will give new scheme, give idea for new scheme to the Government of India. Okay, and after consulting with all the chief ministers, all the union ministers, the NITI Aayog will give some new innovative idea to Government of India. That is their work, that is their function, NITI Aayog. Okay, National Institute of Transforming India, Aayog, that is the full form. Now Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi today heralded the collective efforts of all the states in the spirit of cooperative federalism as the force that helped India in emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic. So praised all the chief ministers of all the state, maybe from BJP, non-BJP, all the chief minister he praised due to their collective initiation for the prevention of COVID-19 pandemic. Now who attended the meeting? This was the first physical meeting of the Governing Council since the onset of the pandemic, with the 2021 meeting held via video conference. The meeting was attended by 23 chief ministers, 3 lieutenant governors, 2 administrators and union ministers. The meeting was moderated by Defence Minister Sri Rajnath Singh. Okay. Now important things raised by our Prime Minister is this year the Governing Council discussed 4 key agenda items. First is crop diversification and achieving self-sufficiency in pulses, oilseeds and other agri-commodities, implementation of national education policy in school education, implementation of national education policy in higher education and urban governance. So first is crop diversification, means various types of crops, not a single types of crop, okay, not only paddy, not only wheat, but try to grow diverse type of crops, okay, and achieving self sufficiency in pulses, oil seeds, because we have to import million metric ton of pulses and oil seeds from foreign country. Okay, so be self sufficiency, self dependent on pulses and oil seeds and other agri commodities. Then implementation of national education policy in school and higher education and urban governance. Urban means use of new modern technologies like digital payment, online transaction, app based software. Okay, that is urban governance. Then Prime Minister highlighted the importance of all the above issues, because some state government are still thinking that no, taking land from farmer, taking land, vacant land to give to the industrial is against agriculture. That is not the actual thing. Urban governance is actually helping in country to develop more. Prime Minister highlighted the importance of all the above issues, especially the need for India to focus on modernized agriculture, animal husbandry and food processing to become self-sufficient and a global leader in the agriculture sector. He said rapid urbanization can become Indian strength instead of weakness by leveraging technology to ensure ease of living, transparent service delivery and improvement in the quality of life every citizen of urban India. Now, also speak about India's G20 presidency in 2023. So, next year we are going to host G20 summit. G20 means 20 most developed country will come to leaders of the most developed countries will come at India for their meeting. Okay, that is G20 summit. India is going to host the G20 summit in 2023 and called it a unique opportunity to show the world that India is not just Delhi, it is every state and union territory of the country. The PM said we should develop a mass movement around G20. This will allow us to identify the best talent available in the country. Next important thing is in his closing remarks, Prime Minister said that each state should focus on promoting 3 T's: trade, tourism, technology through every Indian mission around the world. He said the states must focus on reducing import, increasing export and identifying opportunities for the same in every state. We should encourage people to use local goods wherever possible. He said vocal for local is not the agenda of an individual political party but a common goal. Now, even though GST collection has improved, our potential is much more. Increasing GST collection requires collective action by the center and state. Okay. So, this is the important thing discussed in the NITI Aayog summit, Government Council summit, that is attended by maximum number of chief minister, 23 number of chief minister as well as lieutenant governor and administrator. Okay. Move to next topic. Now, this is the photographs of the NITI Aayog summit. Okay. Now, I want to say something about NITI Aayog. Prime Minister is the chairperson of NITI Aayog. Vice chairperson is Suman K. Berry. Ex officio members are Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, Nirmala Sitharaman, Narendra Singh Tomar. Ex officio means Amit Shah is the Home Minister. So, whoever be the Home Ministry automatically become a member of NITI Aayog, that is called ex officio. Whoever be the Defence Minister, sorry. So, whoever be the defense minister automatically become the member of NITI Aayog. So, that is called ex officio member. Okay. Special invitee Nitin Gadkari, Piyush Goyal, Virendra Kumar, Ashwini Vaishnaw and Rao Indrajit Singh. Then full time member VK Saraswat, former DRDO chief, Ramesh Chand, agriculture expert and VK Paul, public health expert. Now CEO, newly appointed CEO V Parameshwaran IR. Okay, and governing councils include all chief ministers of state and Delhi and Puducherry, Lieutenant Governor of Andaman Nicobar Island and special invitees. Now, next topic is satellite launched by SSLV in wrong orbit not usable. So, ISRO yesterday launched a satellite that is called a small satellite. ISRO yesterday launched a small satellite using SSLV, small satellite launch vehicle, SSLV, small satellite launch vehicle. Okay. But due to placing the satellite in a wrong orbit, it is announced by ISRO that the newly launched small satellite currently is not usable, means the total mission is failed. Okay, not usable. So, I will give you the detail. Satellite no longer usable, ISRO declares SSLV maiden mission as failure. This is the first this type of mission to launch a small satellite using small satellite launch vehicle. Until today we are sending satellite, we are sending satellite by using PSLV, polar satellite launch vehicle, that is for a heavy payload. But for small payload, this is the first test of SSLV, small satellite launch vehicle. So what is the case? While the small satellite launch vehicle lifted up smoothly from the first launch pad at the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, the mission did not reach its intended destination on Sunday, and the Indian Space Research Organization said that the satellite are no longer usable. So where is the problem? SSLV D1, that is the name of the satellite, small satellite launch vehicle D1, placed the satellite into 356 into 76 elliptical orbit instead of 356 kilometer circular orbit. So it should be placed on the circular orbit, but ultimately it placed the satellite, the launch vehicle placed the satellite in a elliptical orbit. That's why it become unusable. Satellites are no longer usable. Issue a reasonably identified failure of a logic to identify a sensor failure and go for a salvage action. This is the smaller satellite launch vehicle, and there are three parts. This is the first part, second part, and this is third part. Okay, these are all the fuel, consist of solid fuel, all are solid fuel. I will discuss the smaller satellite launch vehicle. ISRO will set up a committee to review the failure. Okay, so what is the cost? The cost is 169 crore. So 169 crore go into vain because the total mission is failed. Okay, no problem. Next time, better luck next time. Okay, so ISRO will come back soon with SSLV D2. Okay, and hope for the best. Now I will discuss about small satellite launch vehicle. So this is the small satellite launch vehicle, and this is polar satellite launch vehicle. Polar satellite launch vehicle is for heavy payload, and this is for small payload. Smaller satellite launch vehicle has 3 stage, 1 stage, 2 stage, 3 stage. In every stage, one will be detached off from the satellite, and the top portion, this is the actual satellite. Okay, and these are the launch vehicle. These 3 are the launch vehicle, and in this case this is the satellite, place for satellite, and these are the fourth stage of PSLV. Okay, now PSLV has 4 stage including boosters. This is the boosters in the time of lifting from earth. This is the booster. Now this is the first stage using solid fuel, second stage using liquid fuel, third stage using solid fuel, fourth stage using liquid fuel. So solid liquid, this is the fourth stage, and top of this stage, this is the actual satellite. This satellite will be only placed in the orbit, not this launch vehicle. Okay, and for this SSLV, all 3 stages are solid fuel stage. There are no liquid fuel or a solid fuel. Okay, there are also difference in length of these two. The length of SSLV is 35 meter, 34 to 35 meter, whereas the length of PSLV is nearly 44 meter. And weight, there is a difference in weight also. 120 ton is the weight of SSLV, whereas 320 ton is the weight of PSLV. Now why we are using SSLV? Because this is cheap, economical. For launching of smaller payload into orbit, we can use this SSLV 3-stage rocket. Move to next topic. In a first, US Navy ship in India for repair. So this is a historical news. Okay, US Navy ship comes to Indian coast for repair. Okay, not a emergency, but this is a deal. Okay, as per deal, US Navy send a Navy ship to Indian shipyard for repair as per India US deal, a historic deal. So why US will send their ship to India when they have a ultra modern ship repairing center? Because at any given time there are at least 200 to 300 ships are always running in the Pacific, in Indo-Pacific Ocean region. So if any maintenance required, it is not possible to sail back the ship to US for repair. Okay, so India, they can use the Indian shipyard for repair and maintenance. Okay, that is a good deal between India and US. So I will give you the detail. A fast US naval ship Charles Drew, the name of the ship is Charles Drew, arrives in Indian shipyard for repair. Which shipyard? In Chennai, L&T shipyard. Okay, so I will give you the news. Adding a new strategic dimension to the bargaining Indo-US military partnership, US Navy ship Charles Drew arrived at L&T's Kattupalli shipyard at Ennore near Chennai on August 7 for undertaking repairs and maintenance. So which shipyard? Kattupalli shipyard in Ennore near Chennai. I will show you in map. So this is the border of Chennai, Andhra Pradesh. This is Pulicat Lake, and this is the L&T shipbuilding. L&T shipbuilding, okay, at Kattupalli road. L&T shipbuilding at Kattupalli road. So okay, so here in this shipbuilding shipyard, US sent the Navy ship for repair and maintenance. Okay, this will be the first time that a US Navy ship is being repaired in an Indian shipyard. Okay, according to senior Ministry of Defence official, New Delhi has proposed during the 2+2 dialogue in April. 2+2 dialogue means in the Quad meeting between India and US, the 2+2 meeting, India proposed US that why not you are not using our shipyard for your ship maintenance. Okay, and US agree with the deal. Enabling the repair of US Navy vessel in India shipyard was the conclusion of the logistic exchange. Okay, then the Indian side offered that with the US pivot to the Indo-Pacific, there would be 200 to 250 US Navy vessel at any given time in the Indo-Pacific. This could be serviced in Indian shipyard rather than sail all the way to American shipyard. What is the size of the Navy ship? 41,000 ton. US Navy ship Charles Drew. Okay, so this is the news. Very good news. Move to next topic. Okay, now I will discuss about Commonwealth Games day 9 and 10 and Chess Olympiad day 9 and 10. But before discussing the Commonwealth game, I will discuss some important point from yesterday's newspaper also. Very important, some issues I will discuss also from yesterday's newspaper. Then I will move to Commonwealth Games news. So go to the yesterday's newspaper first. So first news about our Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar is new Vice President. So we have our new President Draupadi Murmu Madam. Then we have our new Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. Okay, so 73% vote, a one-sided election. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar's victory margin highest since 1997. Okay, so total number of vote. Okay, how many people can vote in the Vice President election? The member of Lok Sabha plus the member of Rajya Sabha. Only MPs and MLAs. MPs from Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, not MLA. MPs from Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha can vote means 543 member in Lok Sabha and all the members of Rajya Sabha, that is 245. Okay, out of 245, 233 are elected by the parties and 12 are nominated by the president, total 245. So total 245 plus total 543, total 7 is I think 778, 543 plus 248, 245. Okay. Yes, the electoral college comprises of 788 member, 543 plus 245, but due to 8 vacancies in Rajya Sabha, actual strength was 780. So actual valid strength is 780. Okay, out of 780, 725 cast their ballot. Okay, like Trinamool Congress has not, any MP of Trinamool Congress has not cast their ballot except 2 MPs from Trinamool Congress. No other members of Trinamool Congress has not has voted for the vice presidential election. Okay, and 15 votes were found invalid. So this is the case. Trinamool Congress had abstained from voting, claiming it was not consulted while naming Alva as the opposition pick. However, 2 of its MP, Shishir Kumar Adhikari and Dibyendu Adhikari, broke ranks and cast their ballot. The party has 36 MPs, including 23 in Lok Sabha. Okay. Move to next important topic, that is Israel step up airstrike on Gaza Strip. So this is a very common news. Okay, in every month you can heard about the news that Israel launched bombing attack, okay, throw missile to Gaza Strip. So what is the relation? Why there is so much hatred between Gaza and Israel? Okay, before I will tell you the relation, then I will go to the actual root of cause of this conflict, then I will tell you about the news. Okay, first I will tell about the Israel-Gaza conflict. So where is Israel and where is Gaza first found? Look at, this is Mediterranean Sea between Europe and Africa, and this is the Middle East, Arab country, and Israel is the part of Middle East. So this is the Mediterranean Sea. Where is Israel? This is Israel. Here it is written as Israel. So Israel, the border of Israel is this. This is Israel, and Israel is surrounded by the countries that are Egypt. This is Egypt. Okay, and this is Jordan, and this is the border of Syria. This is Syria, and above, just above of Israel, this is Lebanon. Okay, so Israel is surrounded by Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Egypt, and here this country is Saudi Arab. Saudi Arab is not sharing any boundary with Israel. Now between Israel and Jordan, this is the Dead Sea. Okay, between Israel and Jordan, and between Israel, Jordan, Arab and Egypt, this is Gulf of Aqaba. Gulf of Aqaba between Saudi Arab, Egypt, then Israel, and this is the Jordan. Okay, now come closer to the Israel. If you go close to Israel, you can see that where is Palestine? You cannot find the name Palestine because the name is removed by United Nations, as Israel is a very good friend of US. Okay, but inside Israel you can see 2 strips. Okay, this is actually Israel, and inside Israel this is a strip called West Bank, and this is a small strip called Gaza Strip. Okay, West Bank and Gaza Strip. Now West Bank is inside the boundary of Israel. I will show you the map, then you will understand. Okay. So look, this is Israel. Okay, this is Israel. So this brown color is Israel. So look at the, this is Jordan and this is Egypt. Now look at the country Israel, boundary of Israel. This is Israel, and is inside Israel. This is West Bank, and this is, this yellow color is Gaza Strip. Now this is Israel mainland, and this is West Bank, and this is Gaza Strip. Israel mainland, Israel mainland, no problem, totally governed by Israeli government. But in West Bank, if I zoom in this portion, West Bank actually controlled by both Israel and Palestine. Okay, so Palestine actually exists inside the West Bank. How? So look at this yellow color and light blue color. Okay, now area A and B and area C. So this yellow color is actually controlled by Palestine government, and blue color is controlled by Israel government. Okay, as per residence. So yellow color is full of Palestine Muslim residents, that's why controlled by Palestine government. Blue color is actually resided by the Jewish, that's why it is controlled by Israeli government. Okay, this total, these are the boundaries drawn by the United Nations after the first Israel-Palestine war and Israel-Arab war. Okay, so this is Israel. Inside Israel, this is West Bank. Inside West Bank, some parts are controlled by Palestine government and some part are controlled by Israel government. Now come to this Jerusalem. Okay, and Gaza Strip. So Gaza Strip also yellow color, means Gaza Strip is controlled by Palestine based militants. Okay, Gaza Strip actually controlled by militants who are pro Palestine. That's why there is a continuous conflict between Gaza Strip and Israel, because Israel is an enemy of Palestine and Gaza Strips is controlled by Palestine extremists. So there is continuous war situation between Gaza Strip and Israel, and Gaza Strip are surrounded by, this is Mediterranean Sea, Egypt, Israel, and this is also Israel. Okay, so Israel, Egypt and Mediterranean Sea. Now Israel continuously throw missile to Gaza Strip, and Gaza Strip also throws missile to Israel, but Israel has a ultra modern defense system that is called Iron Dome. Israel has Iron Dome which prevent missile strike into Israel. Okay, highly high technology defense system, the Iron Dome. Okay, now come to this portion, Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a holy city. Holy city for which religion? For Christian, for Muslim, for Jews, all. Okay, so Jews also do religious activity in Jerusalem. Similarly, Muslim and Christian also do religious activity in Jerusalem. This is a very much holy place, and it is located on the boundary of this Israel mainland and West Bank. That's why, like union territory of our country, okay, like Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Daman, Diu, Andaman, Jerusalem is currently actually officially controlled by the international authority, that is United Nations. Okay, Jerusalem is under control of United Nations, but Israel forcibly occupied Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is, as per Israel, Jerusalem is their capital city. Total Jerusalem is controlled by Israel forcibly with the help of USA. Okay, and that is the conflict between, but there is no missile conflict, okay, between Israel mainland and West Bank. Okay, Israel never throws missile to West Bank because there are millions of Jews also are living in West Bank. Okay, that's why Israel never throws missile to West Bank, but Israel always throwing missiles to Gaza Strip. That is the thing, and this is the Dead Sea between Israel and Jordan. So that is the thing. Okay, move to next topic. India's agriculture and processed food product export up by 31% to USD 7408 million in the first 3 months of current fiscal compared to the same period last year. So food and food processing, agriculture and processed food product export increased by 31% compared to the export of previous year. This time period means start from April, May, June, first 3 months of 2020-23 compared to first 3 months of 21-22. Okay, now I will go to the table for explain you. So April to June, April, May, June 2021, 2022 and change. Fruit and vegetable, previous year $394 million export, this year 409, so nearly 4% growth. Preparation and miscellaneous processed item, nearly 37.6% growth, huge. Meat, dairy and poultry product 9.5% growth. Basmati rice 25.5% growth. Non-basmati rice 5% growth. Miscellaneous product 50%. Overall 30.81%. A huge growth of food, cereals, rice, basmati rice and processed food. Very good news. Okay. Now come to the news of Commonwealth Games. Day 9 and day 10 means yesterday and day before yesterday. First discussed about the day before yesterday gold medals. That is day 9. India wins 4 gold medal, 3 from wrestling. Okay. And 1 from this extraordinary woman Babina Patel in the para table tennis, and 3 are from wrestling. So Vijay Kumar Daya won gold medal, then Vinesh Fogart won gold medal and Naveen also won gold medal by beating the Pakistani player. Sagar enters men super heavyweight final and he lost the final yesterday, won the silver medal. Then Babina Patel wins gold medal in the women's single class, very proud moment. Rohit Tokas won bronze medal. Now this person, that is Avinash Sehgal, owns silver in the men's 3000 meter steeplechase. India beat South Africa 3-2 and today 5 p.m. the final between India and Australia will start. Then Mohammad Husamuddin wins bronze in the featherweight boxing, and then Naveen wins gold in men's 74 kg category in wrestling. Okay, and Vinesh Fogart consecutively 3 gold medal in 3 Commonwealth Games 2014, 18, 12. Through 2014 in Glasgow, 18 in Queensland, Australia and 22 in Birmingham. Then Pooja Gehlot win bronze in women freestyle 50 kg wrestling. Okay, and Jasmine win bronze in women's lightweight category. Then Nikhat Zarin, okay, makes women's light flyweight final and she won the final and won the gold medal for our country. Very proud moment. And men's 4 lawn ball team loses the final match and owns the silver medal. Okay, no problem. Okay, this is the update from day 9. Now come to the update from day 10. Day 10, India wins 5 gold medal with 3 of them in boxing. Medal tally rises to 55. After day 9 medal tally rises to 40 and after day 10 medal tally rises to 55. 15 medal in a single day. Okay. So first is this Sagar loses the final, wins the silver medal. Then this duo pair, Sharat Kamal Achanta and Srija Akula, won the mixed double table tennis final and won the gold medal. Then Indian cricket team, women's cricket team lost the final against Australia, a very heartbreaking moment. India was in a winning situation but lost couple of wickets earlier. Now Sharat Kamal table tennis, he reached the final. Today is the final match against the English counterpart. Next is Nikhat Zarin won the gold medal in the women's light flyweight, very proud moment. And then is this three person, Eldos Paul gold medal, Abdullah Abu Bakar silver medal, and Praveen Chitraval fourth position. Okay, in the men's triple jump, India won gold medal as well as silver medal, very proud moment. Okay, so this is the update. Today India's schedule is Achanta Sharat Kamal will play his final match in table tennis men's single. Then PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen will be in final match in the men's and women's badminton, singles badminton. India will play against Australia in the hockey final. Okay, so these are the update. Now go to the chess Olympiad day 9 and day 10 update. That is, Uzbekistan jumps to lead in open, 4 share lead in women's. Kayolbasa advanced to 9 by 9. Okay, so chess Olympiad is hosted by India. Okay, one participant from 188 countries have come together to participate. So the high voltage clash, Uzbekistan versus Armenia and Uzbekistan. Grandmaster Jakohir Sindarov of Uzbekistan, Grandmaster Jakhongir Vakaidov of Uzbekistan, Grandmaster Nijat Abashov of Azerbaijan. They are very famous in chess. Grandmaster Parham Magosadlu of Iran. Tabatabai versus Van Forest. Greece versus US in progress. Ireland team in action with Grandmaster Alexander Baburin and International Master Karan Murphy. Now this is the result. India 2 and Azerbaijan match draw 2-2. And India versus Brazil, India beat Brazil by 3-1. Grandmaster Harika Dronavalli of India. Then the Georgian team in action. This is the Georgian team. Okay, and this is another result in women's section, that is India lost to Poland 2.5 to 1.5. Okay, that is the only loss. Okay, so this is the total discussion from today's newspaper as well as from yesterday's newspaper. If you like my discussion, please subscribe my channel, like the video, share the video. We will meet tomorrow.